action. So I love that how positive you are, thinking, and how powerfully actually you feel good about yourself and what you are up to right now at the moment. So good for you.
Thank you.
Good for you. So tell me about if you have any other questions when it comes to love life, when it comes to actually other stuff, because I see that you have a couple things in your mind besides that job and that decision. I see also a little bit of confusion. It's not job related or career related. It could be a little bit of stress about passion, love, or feelings, because I can see that you've been emotional in the past of 3 weeks. Again, it's not job related, it's actually emotional related. So what's going on, baby?
Yeah, I'm actually a little conflicted with somebody that I really care about. And I know that he doesn't want to be in a relationship with me, but I just want to know, how does he feel about me? Like, we had a really big situation with us, and we stopped talking, and we talked here and there, but lately I just been thinking about him a lot. And I just wish that maybe he had the same feelings that I have for him.
You know what I feel about this guy? I mean, he has feelings for you. He does love you, but he's very scared of obligation and responsibilities. And there's a couple weaknesses that I can see that, this guy had or has as well. So if you ask me, do you think he loves me? Well, yes, he does. If he cares about you, yes, he does. If he feels that you are a real deal, yes, you are. But when it comes to just making a decision, getting married, or actually doing a lot of other stuff, he sounds to be a little bit guarded and careful.
Okay.
Give him time. Let him to digest. But don't doubt about his feelings.
Well, there's also somebody else who I see that they want to be in a relationship, but I don't like him at all. And it's like he's more like a friend.
I see. That's what I found out about your confusion emotionally. That's what I felt that okay, you're confused emotionally, you're emotionally involved with something that you have to also feel. But you know what? It doesn't matter if the second one badly wants to be with you. It should be you if you want to badly with him or with the first one. So you should not force yourself in anything, and you should not actually tell yourself that because the second one is actually a very good guy or somehow wants to be with me, well, and the first one doesn't like me or doesn't want me the way that I want, that I have to actually jump to the second relationship or actually with the second person. You should not do that. I think give yourself actually, I know that you gave yourself a lot of timing, because I see that it's just an ongoing process in the past a couple of weeks and actually 2 months. But I wanted you to give yourself a little bit of time to digest what you exactly want to do. For the first guy, he's always going to be guarded. He's always going to be quiet about his feelings. So you're not going to hear lovey-dovey things from him, because this is exactly who he is as a person. I mean, his personality is based on this. But when you come to the second guy, so basically you're going to feel a lot. I mean, basically he's the guy that's going to always come around and feel good and, make you feel yourself. But if there's no attraction from your side, then don't waste your time.
Right, and that's what it is, no attraction.
Then don't waste your time, because you have to be together with someone that you feel good about that specific person. And if you don't, then don't try to pretend that you're okay. By pretending, my love, nothing will happen. So you have to feel that I am completely connected to this guy. I love this guy. I want this. I want that. But if you don't feel and you're not really feeling happy about this, just let it go. It's time for you to let go. Don't force, and don't feel poor for him. Sometimes we women, we say yes to men just because we feel bad, because he's a good guy, he's nice, he didn't done anything to me, but I feel bad if I'm going to say goodbye to him. Well, don't do. You know what? If you're not feeling good and you're not attractive, then don't waste his time and his heart, and don't play with his heart either. If you know sooner is much better than later. So my advice to you is cut the cord with the second one, or at least like have him as a friend, and tell him that you are just my friend, nothing more, nothing less. And then when it comes to the first one, give him time and see if he can get rid of these fears or actually that type of weaknesses, which I can see that come from his past, and we can't do anything about it. That's it. And
yeah,
just
the
time.
first one I did something very horrible to, so I don't never expect him to forgive me.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why I think that you have to give time. And I think that you understand when I say that to you, because you know better than me right now what is wrong and what is good, because based on how you feel, both guys right now at the moment, you know exactly what I meant by just say goodbye to the second one, or somehow like have it just as a friend, and then give time to the first one and feel like what he's going to do. But as far as I'm concerned, you are doing fantastic. So, and I think almost after July 20, July 23rd this year, you are going to settle down with your love and your passion. So you're going to do fantastic there. Do you have any other questions, sweetheart?
Just one more, because I know you have a lot of people you have to get to. I need to know, am I going to learn how to drive this year? Am I going to get a car? Because I have so much bad anxiety.
Well, those anxieties and stresses come from unnecessary stress. You are a type of the person that bring unnecessary stress to yourself, which is not good. Oh, we have just 90 seconds. So, honey, for more information about me, go to avidadvice.com, persianmedium.com, avidawakening.com. But avidadvice.com, that's the only way that you can email me and you can chat with me and you can call from there. Thank you so much, guys. Have a great one, and bye.
This is A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Psychic Radio, Earth's #1 psychic radio network, and watching Moonstruck TV, Enlightening Television. Welcome.
Time for Soul Star Radio with Jacqueline Close. Live from soulstar.media.
Connect direct. In North America, dial 888-454-2751. In London, 20-3519-2158. In Sydney, dial 02-8488-3147. Or online, contact us through our Facebook page, facebook.com/psychic radio.
Or one of our websites,
AskOneRadio.com or Moonstruck.tv.
This is Soul Star Radio
on A1R, the Ask One Radio Network.
Hello, welcome to the show. This is Soul Star Radio. I'm Jacqueline, your host, with a wonderful guest today. But before I get to that, I just got to quickly say hi to everyone, and also we're off to see the Wizard, or rather the Spiritual and Psychic Expo in Heathcote in Victoria. It's going to be absolutely cranking there. I'll be in the RSL hall, and no one is staking the stage this weekend. Normally we have talks and stuff, but Queen Elizabeth is on the stage. She's got a portrait there, and it's like, you can't stand on stage and upstage the Queen, can you, darling? So it's like, leave the Queen up there. She's doing a thing, shaking that wild, funky music. And what an amazing lady she is. She is certainly a true testament to homeopathics working. I mean, she's still rocking all these years later. Also, just quickly, I'm excited. I'm heading up on a boat. It's going to be fun. I hope you can join us. And there's a bar on board, which is not the main purpose of being there, of course. It's really, we're doing some readings, we're doing some chatting, we're going to have a laugh, we're going to get a paddle steamer. And what's not to love about that? I thought about dressing as a pirate, only the irony is being on a river on a paddle steamer might. But anyway, it could be fun. So join me on that. The details will be on the Soul Star Radio page. And also, just want to share with you, I've been writing for a really groovy new magazine that's come out in Australia, and is also going international now, so you can actually start getting it in the UK and the US soon, I think. But we're getting more information on that. And so I'm writing each month or issue on that, and it's called Shine Your Light. And so it's actually really, really cool magazine. It's got all sorts of different articles on the esoteric. This is the latest issue is up here. And we're even going to be having a psychic Q&A Ask Jacqueline column there. So I'm excited about that. So I've been writing like a maniac speed demon over the last couple of days, and I think I've gotten up to about 6,000 words in about 48 hours. So that's not bad. Now, in the meantime, I am joined by a wonderful guest today, and I'm just ripping to introduce her. She's a great lady. I really love hanging with this lady. She actually was live with me as one of my special ladies. We did a cross to the Spiritual and Psychic Expo at Yarrawonga, and I kind of got a bit, anyway, you'd have to see the video. And we had Amy Marie and we had Rachel Louise, and they were just fabulous. A lot of fun. Very live in the moment, and we never script this stuff. That's the other thing. So I'm going to introduce her. She's Amy Marie, psychic medium, spiritual healer, and she's a mama on a mission. A woman that is strongly coming to her own, and I can certainly vouch for that one. She's really, working with the voice of spirit every day. She's providing an integration of her psychic and mediumship skills, blending with her attuned abilities and combining the background in mental health, which, hello, I love that. Anne-Marie has a strong grip on being able to get straight to the heart of any matter at hand, and possessing a style of reading all of her own, and that's the thing, all readers have their own style. And so it's really great to see psychic mediums that are just owning that uniqueness and working with it, So it's really about incorporating the messages into the real and raw and relatable, and really helping people. So she's dedicated to helping her clients find answers, clarity, direction, and empowerment. Yay. And that's a very healing thing in itself. And so she's got an inner calling that's about helping to help others realise their higher purpose. And so she's really been going there. She's actually on the Victorian New South Wales border in Wodonga there. And so I want to welcome you to the show there, Amy Marie. It's wonderful to have you join me on the show finally. We've been talking about this, and you've sort of been through some massive catapulting, cataclysmic, wonderful changes there and healing yourself. And that's the thing about us as working in this field, is we have to own our stuff and really, change it, transform and move through it. So we sort of have to walk the talk. But wonderful to have you join me there, Anne-Marie.
Good morning, Jacqueline. I'm so happy to be here. It's just such a blessing to be asked to be on the show, and I love what I do. I love our special, unique skills and abilities, and I love that we get to share them with other people.
I think it's really good because I see you when you're working with people, and certainly when we did that live cross in Yarrawonga, there was lots of humour and just sort of comes natural. How do you find humour helps, particularly with clients when we're addressing some pretty heavy issues?
It just breaks down barriers with people. I think the universal language is a smile, and we all smile in the same language. We all know what a smile means. And then if we can break the ice with the client and get to a point where we find a commonality where we can laugh, it really opens the doorway to connect with someone. And I just love laughing. Like, I'm always laughing. I always find humour in something, and my clients love that.
Yeah, no, it's a really wonderful thing to do because we can sometimes be, having to find that balance, I think, between allowing different kinds of emotions, so the laughter helps sort of deal with the difficult stuff. But what other sorts of things do you find, do you find clients have strong reactions to what's being said at all?
Absolutely. Sometimes the things that we have to say to our clients is not exactly what they want to hear, but it's what they need to hear. And when we come from a place of we just want to help our clients, that's all we're here to do, to give them answers, clarity and direction. And when they know that we're coming from a really good place, we're able to communicate the message across a lot easier. And sometimes we have readings and they don't go exactly the way the client had hoped that they were going to go, but there's always a silver lining. There's always a light at the end of the tunnel, and that's what we're here to provide them with.
And do you find that, of course, I certainly find myself in readings that I'm doing with people that they get to hear it from a completely different angle to what they used to. And they go, I never thought of it that way before, but wow, I'm actually really getting that. Do you find that sort of stuff happens? What's the weirdest reading you've ever had as well, by the way?
Okay, so I love that when people come to us, we're totally neutral. We're not in the trenches with them, where we've got that bird's eye perspective. So we're seeing the whole situation. We're impartial to he said, she said. So I love that we can give them the broader perspective, the bigger picture type stuff. And I find my clients are really receptive to this. Yeah. The other thing is, one of the weirdest readings that I've ever had, I did a reading for a lady who was an Indigenous lady and an Aboriginal lady here in Australia. And by the end of the reading, I had about 20 family members in my reading room, and they're all talking to me at once. Yeah. And I'm like, oh my God, guys. Okay, thank you for being here. I really love that you're here. I'm so grateful, but can we all just go one at a time? It was just crazy hectic, but I loved it. And the client, we were laughing, we were crying. It was just beautiful. So the messages that came through for her were actually very, very powerful that day. And it was all about her connecting back to natural medicine. And the medicine in the plants and the herbs and things like that. And it was just the answer she was looking for. So I feel really, really blessed to have done that for her.
It really is quite humbling because, when we look at the Indigenous people in Australia and right around the world, the plants have the answer. It's a very rich cultural heritage that's going on there. And it's beautiful when they're able to maintain connection to that or